8 of illustrating our book, Lady of the Leaves. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it really quick. We are writing, illustrating, and publishing a book, Lady of the Leaves, on lives right here on TikTok. These lives will be forever on our YouTube channel, so make sure you go there if you want to see it all. So this is the cover. I started here, and the idea came to me the other morning for this book. And when I put this little fairy house down here, I determined that the Lady of the Leaves needs to live in the tree. So this is our story. So Lady of the Leaves, I'm writing and illustrating this. I'm going to publish it on Amazon, on Kindle. I'm going to show you every step of the process. If you've ever wanted to write a book, you need to be checking this out. So our story starts with another story. We all know the tale of Jack Frost. He paints the winter wonderlands for us. But our story in a nutshell is of someone very different who brings all the magic in the fall, the autumn, and how the leaves change color. So this is our story in a nutshell. So we go in at the base of the tree into the tiny little home. And if you notice the little details, like the coat rack of the leaves and all the little features inside the home, we then discover sleeping in the bed is Lady of the Leaves. Now, she has been hibernating. She's not just sleeping in the bed. She has been hibernating for the last 3 seasons. You see her hot cocoa has gone quite cold, and a spider has built its home there. So as the Lady of the Leaves sleeps, the seasons change, and when it starts to get a little bit colder, she wakes up. She wakes up to get dressed. I've changed these pictures around. You're seeing this for the first time. And I was looking through them, and this just makes more sense to me. So she pops out of bed. She goes to her magic branches that she has gathered at the very end of last year and looks to see who is ready to go out and do the job. She has her stick, her magic stick that she uses to paint the leaves with. And she has on her little skirt. She has on her little bodysuit. We did this one last night on live. And all of the leaves that were clinging to these were leaves that didn't fall last year. She had brought the branches in. They all come down, and they jump on her hat, and they jump on her skirt. She puts on her little shoes, and then she's off to her tree to paint the leaves. So that's where we are so far. But I want to do another painting for between. I was looking through these this morning to make sense of our storyboard. So between here and here, I want a painting that is a close-up of the face in a different position, as all of these leaves are now coming onto her. They're going to camouflage her when she's out there painting. So that's our story so far. So I'm going to keep this one here. And each one of these pages, I'll show you how we're going to turn it into a PDF. We're going to there will be writing on one side of the book, a picture on the other. And I'm shooting for about 24 pages long with this story. And make sure that you're following, tapping the screen, and sharing. I want to teach everybody how to write and publish their own book for free. And tap that screen. We have 25 likes. How tall is she compared to us? Well, that's a great question. Here is the tree, and here is her house. So she's little. She's a little forest fairy. And the leaves are going to be able to talk to her. I'll give you a little spoiler. The leaves are going to be able to talk to her, and they call her Milady. And when she goes to wake the leaves up to jump on, she sings to them. she sings to them, and then they jump on. So um, I've never quite done a book like this before. I've written and published lots of books. I've had lots of stories of mine published in different magazines and things for money. Have been in newspapers, etc. But this is the first time I'm doing it with using my illustrations to drive the story. And truthfully, I'm loving this. So this morning when I was looking at them, I'm thinking I don't want to show her. I was showing her at page 3 before. So now she's into page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She will appear. And Beth, thank you for the rose. And everybody, thank you for the likes. 1.1 thousand. You're awesome. It's raining here in Florida. So it is the perfect day for us to do this together. And I just soldered. I just did the giveaway for the soldering iron. I just soldered these. Are going to be on the window repair, but I can't do the window repair until it's not raining, and it's raining. Okay, sorry. I need a drink of water. So every one of these have a little border around them, which whatever color this ends on, when we turn into a PDF, when I take this into a PDF, I'm going to put a bigger border on here. A bigger border out on there so we have a nice little bleed area. Sorry. Oh. Okay, so here, I want to get her face just right. I'm going to paint the border on first. I'm going to just show you how I'm doing that. I'm doing everything with watercolor and pens. So I'm just taking my dirty water here. And I'm going to come freshen up one of these colors. One of these colors. And I'm going to put some, I do like this brown a lot. Oh, sorry. I have one little sip of water left. I need more. And thanks for following, USA. Raining in Minnesota too, pouring, yay. This is making the drought go away. I'm so happy. I am so happy. And this is part 8 now. I can't believe we're to part 8, and it's actually illustration 8. So that's great. I've been doing one illustration per live. Accidentally. I'm gonna get some basic colors here, because today I thought I was gonna be doing other things, but I'm gonna spend the whole day painting. The whole day painting. My daughter is gone. She's on a plane on her way to Mexico. My grandchildren are doing schoolwork all day. Morton is into a project with Graham. Oh, that's a pretty color. And I'm not being super fussy about this. And when I say that, I mean I'm not giving it perfect border, sizes, edges, shapes. But I'm keeping the lovely autumn colors. So that's why I'm just sort of using this to taking some of my dirty water there. Scooping it up. Hey, Dragonfly Wish. How's everybody doing? Is anybody going to write a book along with me? That's what I want to know. I've had a couple people comment that they're going to write a book too. I'm so excited about that. I want to inspire you to grab a hold of your dream. Your dream is totally right there waiting for you. Right there waiting for you. It's right there. I have this weird little holder that you're in right now that I just sort of have it resting on my chest. I have a real holder coming today. Got all the supplies in different mediums. Do it, please. Please write your story, please. I know that people are going to love this when they read it. I know they are. She's just a lovely little character. And I know you have characters in you too. We all do. We all do. This, my brown water here, I do like to keep my dirty water. I love keeping my dirty water. Want to send me a DM with pictures so you can maybe tell you. Till today. Oh goodness, you have puffballs. I'm not an expert, so I would say cut it in half. If it's white, they do have no imitator. If it's white inside, eat it. Use a Google Lens. We had to verify with other people. We have only encountered a couple of them, and one we waited too long to pick. Didn't work. I'm going to make a couple different colors of red up here. If I have these colors that I know that I'm using, a lot of, it'll be easier for me as I'm painting to have them mixed here in my lid. And thanks for sharing. And Tori, make a TikTok and tell me what you make out of it. I'm excited. Oh, that's a nice red. So I'm just getting some colors mixed up here. I'll put a darker red over here. And this helps me get rid of my little dirty water too. This stuff here, I'm gonna make it darker because I do need a nice brown. This is what I normally do when I'm painting something that I'm kind of painting in a series. And this book is definitely like a series. They might need to grow, Tori. Ours were gigantic. That's why I didn't even know what they were, those giant ones.
Giant ball.
Giant puff balls.
Oh yeah, we thought it was a big ball of styrofoam when we started.
What's you doing, babe?
Well, Graham says there's nothing that can really do at the moment.
Did you eat your
Yeah, I've had stuff for my tablet.
Okay. Morton's gonna jump on the live. Hooray! I'm excited about that. Okay, I'm gonna make this one over here real red. Oh, thanks, Tori. I'm so glad you love it. I'm so glad. Let's make this one a really pretty rich. This was Morton's mother's favorite color of leaves. The deep, deep, deep burgundy red. That was her favorite color right here. Your mom loved leaves that color. Like a deep russet burgundy kind of feel. We'll call these ones Morag's leaves. I love Morton's mom was so awesome. I wish everybody could have met her. She was a lovely lady. Okay, I'm getting this stuff painted up. So we have one more. Yes. That's perfect. We have one more color. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and paint that side down here.
Sorry.
Hey, honey, if you wanted to, see this glass here?
Mm-hmm.
You could fill that up with water and we'd share it. I've rearranged my pictures a little bit, babe.
Right.
They just feel really good this way. My story, I'm just loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Okay, let's go at the top with a nice bright yellow. So these colors here are a little bit muddy on top, but when he brings my water in, I'll pour some water here, and you'll see they will clean up really quick. They'll clean up really quick. And And my voice is back basically normal, totally normal now. Thanks, my love. I'm gonna pour a little bit of my drinking water right here. Actually, would you take the lid off of this, please? These are our bottles from Atlantis. I'm gonna pour just a little bit of that in here. I always pour too much. I'm used to, at home I have my little spray bottles. I do have a spray bottle here, but it has alcohol in it, isopropyl alcohol. Maybe what I'll do is this. I'll take out this tube of white. I'll put my water right here, hopefully. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. Thanks, babe. So now I have a clear pool of water. So if I go in here, we don't have colds. I don't know why are you coughing, honey? I don't know why. Dry throat. I'm going to take this stuff out of here. Is I want to try to clean my granddaughter's so sweet. She's looking at her box and all of this stuff you can paint off and use. She's looking at the paint box because she's tidier than I am with that. Just paint a bit of that up there. Just a bit of the tree feels.
Yeah, we're not used to the AC, Laura.
Yes, that's. I think that's what it is. We wake up with dry throats because there's air conditioning on. I'm just gonna paint some little feels around here. So this one is gonna be her face close up, right? But maybe just this part of it. Maybe just this part of her face. Maybe just her eyes looking up, actually. That's what this will be. That's the top of her head. And then on the top of her head, how far down do we need to go here? I'm going to put her cap on her. Her little beret. Martin, you read off who all is hitting that like button. Tell us who you see liking. Andrea liked the live.
Where does it say that?
It just said it. Does not come up on your screen. Oh. Okay. Andrea, thanks for liking. So that's interesting. Only I can see who likes the lives. Interesting. Caitlin joined. Jackie liked it. Today Jesse liked it. Martin liked it.
That's weird. Mine's like frozen because it's saying Bobby is joined, but it's like it's not showing any of the other ones. She just said this is Kristen is joined. Cindy Rose
Hey,
is joined.
Bobby. So this is her little beret. So I'm gonna put her beret on first, and then I'm gonna do some big detail on here. So when I'm doing illustrations, what I like to do. Yes, you tell us who's joining. You
Hi,
can do that.
hi, Bobby. Autumn saying morning.
Good morning. So her little hat is this little nut cap beret. So in here now we're going to take some colors for her hair. We'll put her hair down here. Her little chunks of hair coming down here. Maybe they'll just go even off of this. And maybe her little eyes. Let's do her eyes just now. Let's put her eyes just here. And I'm gonna make her eyes so she's looking up. And her eyes are that shape. But she's going to be looking up to watch what's going on. They're not done yet. They're going to look weird right now. That'll change. That will change. We'll put her little point nose here. Because she has a little pointy nose. But here now, let's put her hair.
Jessica's saying good morning. Morning.
Good morning. Gonna put her hair. And this is just the base of her hair.
Jessica says it's looking good today.
Thank you. This is the one that's going to show us the leaves taking their place on her beret. So first I want to get her beret down, and her beret is a little acorn cap. So, I was holding my camera with my thumb.
Jessica says she's still going to buy it when it's ready.
Yay! Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And here now, I want to put on her hat all these little feels that are on an acorn. And that's going to be a process of building. It's going to be building that process. You want a signed copy from us both? I'll have to order and have copies. There'll be a different price, not because our signature is of value, just because they will have to come to the church first. We'll sign them.
And then you have postage.
And then I post them again, yeah. But if you want a signed copy, I'm totally happy for that. Now, I'm just going to build some little... I don't have an acorn in front of me. So I'm just going to build some little ridge veils on here. I know they have beautiful little patterns on them. I love looking at acorns. So she's going to be looking up at her little beret. Thanks, Bobby. Bobby sent the Fey Wisp. People were sending them yesterday. I was loving them because you definitely get fairy vibes here. And I was given the choice before I went live to set a live goal, what you wanted to use. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never seen them before. So that's what the live goal was. So I'm going to put some of these in here because thank you, Bobby.
TikToks and roses.
Oh
Thanks,
my
Bobby.
gosh, thank you. Oh my gosh, and cat paws. Bobby, you are so awesome. Bobby, are you writing a book along with? Everybody write a book along with me. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to touch it. Oh my gosh, Bobby is sending all the gifts. Look at that.
Thank you.
Bobby sent TikTok, Bobby sent roses, Bobby sent cat paws, Bobby sent TikTok, cat paws, and TGIF. Thanks, Bobby. I'm going to dab this. I waited a minute to dab it, so it puts some cool little, some of the color grabs. Hey, Jessica, you being here is a gift. Everybody tapping is a gift. Tapping, sharing. We have over 5,600 likes right
Tapping
now.
likes is amazing. Thank you. And sharing
Right
as
now,
well. If you can
yes.
share, that's brilliant too.
That is absolutely brilliant. You're awesome. Everybody, thank you. Painting or acorns with faces. Yes. I've
Thanks
always
for sharing, Jessica.
I've always felt like the
Thanks for sharing, Bobby.
Yes, I've always felt like their little acorns are little hats for fairies. I've felt that way since I was a little girl. I really, really did. So this is kind of coming full circle. So now I want to put some of these leaves that are on her head. I'm going to put them on. And I think one of the fun things for the story could be the leaves are always kind of jostling for position, rearranging themselves. They're not in the same order every
You've
time.
got watercolor. You've got video of turning the acorn thing into a fairy of, you know.
I probably do somewhere.
I can't remember if it was a watercolor Wednesday one or if it was
I
something
don't
else.
know.
Because remember, you were doing that when you were making the fairies out of the... You were painting the faces on the pistachio shells as well.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you're right.
That's another fun one, Jess, is if you have pistachio nuts, don't throw them away. You can actually, the shells, if you give them a little clean, you can use them. And Priscilla used like tissue paper and stuff to make the back, like sort of tissue paper and white glue to make the back of the heads, and she painted faces onto the pistachio shells.
I forgot about that, honey. Yes.
Yeah, we did that when we were at school, was the clothespin dolls. I don't know where you get those now, probably the craft shops rather than the supermarkets, the dolly pegs, remember?
I don't know.
That's what was funny, they used to call them the dolly pegs because that's what they actually looked like, was little dollies with the two legs.
It was different in Britain, though, babe. It really was.
Did they not call them dolly pegs?
We did not call clothespins dolly pigs. We don't call them pegs either. We call them clothespins.
There are no pins, they're pegs. Americans. That was what was funny. Priscilla's cousin sent me a video of words that Scottish people find difficult to say, and I watched it and I thought, aye, if you're a couple of tubes that can't read to start with.
Jill. Jill's here, has
Hi,
an
Jill.
appointment, can't stay long. That's okay. This will be up on our YouTube.
Jill probably sees that all the time as well. It's like words that Welsh people can't say, and it's like, yeah, if they can't read. It's like, you know, it's like these guys were trying to. There was two Scottish guys trying to pronounce stuff, and it's if you read them, it was easy. It was funny.
It's the accent, honey. I'm gonna go with some more red up in here.
The Welsh accent's absolutely amazing.
I know. I love listening. We were talking about it last night, I think.
Yeah.
Maggie and I were talking about, we watched that, what was it called? The Wrexham thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's
Is
going
it
to
a
get...
leaf or a feather?
It's a leaf. It's a leaf. But I'm putting in, it has some little jags on the edges, like this guy.
Jill says
Trying to
she's
get
adorable.
Trying to get the color the same. So I'm gonna make this super wet. Then I'm gonna lift some off of it. Put some oranges in. Smooth out some of the bumps. And give this one a taller tip right up to the top of the page.
Oh, Jill's saying you must have missed me confirming about dolly pegs.
Oh, yes. The dolly pigs. It's what they call them in the UK.
Yeah.
And we just call them clothespins. Dolly pigs is way more fun. I'm totally all for having dolly pigs.
Oh yeah, I'd shot too fast. And Jessica likes the idea with the pistachios.
Yes, it's a good, it really worked well. And that we were eating pistachios one night, watching some TV. I'm going to take a little bit of this off. Not a lot, just a little bit. Look, boom, boom, boom. Perfect. 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 I don't want to show all her leaves there because they're just coming to land on her hat. The leaves, the Girls Friendly Society. Oh my gosh, I love that, Jill. I love that. So her eyes, the center of her eyes here,
Morning, Sheila.
they're more of a brown. So I'm going to do that as our leaf is drying. I'm going to do that. It's a little...
That sounds like something out of an Enid Blyton book, Jill. The Girls Friendly Society.
I love that, though. There. A little brown. She's looking up.
Oh, Amazon calls them dolly pegs.
Wow.
Bobby must have just looked them up.
That's something. Yeah, I always thought they were just wooden clothespins.
Church thing for juveniles, says Jill.
That's so fun, Jill. And I'm gonna put a little bit of an eyebrow right here on this one. Just a little bit. Because we can see that in her hair. I'll put a little one over here. She's looking up. We're gonna try, won't be able to see her smile, but we're gonna try to make it look like she's happy. Yeah, I love Dolly Pigs better than clothespins. That sounds lovely. So her hair, I'm gonna put some more chunk colors for her hair.
Always saying they come right up. They say clothespins as well, but include dolly pin in the description.
I love it. That's great. So I'm just layering in some color here.
The other weird one was, what was it you call it? The one for the hair, which we called them a Kirby grip. What was it you called them? The things for your hair for the woman with the hair clasp type thing. It was the metal things. They look like a paper clip.
Bobby pin.
A bobby pin, aye. We called them Kirby grips. I don't know why.
Yeah, we call it bobby pins.
Alright, yeah, Jill got it.
And we call hair, you say hair tie, and we say something else for it. What is it that you put in your hair? That you put your ponytail in. They call it a hair tie. I've been around Morton too long. I call it a hair tie too now.
You guys
That's not what it's called.
Call it bangs, we call it a fringe.
All these words.
Bobby's saying a hair tie.
Like a scrunchie, yeah. They'll call a scrunchie a bobble sometimes too. Don't you?
I think so. Jill maybe know better than that. I've not got any hair. What do you call a hair tie, Jill? A bobby, a bobble.
We don't call them hair ties here.
Jill calls it a pretty.
All these different words.
Scrunchie's different from a hair tie, says Bobby.
Yeah. I forget what, just the little round elastic thing that you put in your hair. They call them something. I can't think of the name. I'm gonna put some little bit of yellow blonde highlights here for her.
Bobby says they grew up calling them hair ties.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Bobby. I never heard hair tie till I was in Britain. Ponytail holder or something we called them.
Jill says the one with beads were called ouchies.
Yeah. Oh, I hated those ones with the beads. They were tough. Oh, they were tough. Okay, her hair needs a little bit of brown in it, but I'm going to let that part darken first.
It's raining outside, you can't have smell
I
that
know.
sulphur.
It's raining fierce. Okay, so his little face. Oh my gosh, he's so happy. I think we can paint our little face on now. It's about right here. The two little eyes. I'm not going for circles. And he's getting a big smile. This guy is. He's so happy to be first on the hat. That could be part of the story. Happy to be first on the hat.
Jill says she loves it.
I think it's just going to be the funnest little story. I love him. He doesn't look exactly like that guy. I mean, he kind of does, but doesn't. Look, there's a little face right there. There's a little pig right there. 2 eyes and a nose. I'm going to bring some of this darker red right over here. Right over on this side. That nice little red that we made up earlier. Morton, remember I told you I wasn't hungry? Guess what my stomach says?
Yeah,
I'm a liar. So I'm going to make a couple other little leaves here, just that we just see their stems coming in. Look, just this little part of the leaf right here. And it's a bit thicker down here at the bottom. These leaves are heading towards it. Have another one over here.
You're at 9,500 likes.
Oh,
It's really
thank
weird. That,
you.
because it used to show you when other people were doing likes, but it's not
Jill
showing
liked
on
the
mine.
live. I'm going to read who all. Sabrina joined. Lee Rad joined. Jill liked the live. Jill liked the
It
live.
shows me when people join, but it doesn't show me who's
Raquel
liking.
joined. Morton liked it. Bobby liked it. Morton liked Bobby liked it. Jill liked it. Kimberly loved it. Tap that screen. Tappy tap tap. Tap the screen. I want to encourage everybody to write their own book. Write a story. Create a story. I know you've thought of one. Get it out there. I'm going to show you every step of the way. This is not a series anybody has to pay for. This is all absolutely free. Absolutely free. Let's make this a yellow leaf over here coming in. Well, no, maybe we should make it this little greeny yellow. Let's go for a little. Let's go
Yeah,
for
the
a little.
tuition's free.
Yeah. It's all free to watch. And honey, I'm saying now on TikTok, they have series, so you
right.
can pay to watch a series.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, this is all free. I have not recorded any. I don't know that I will, but this is all free for you to watch and learn with us. I'm going to show you how to write, illustrate, and publish a book. This is the big thing right here, the publishing. It scares everybody. It's so easy. Anybody can do that. I'm going to show you how to do it. Put a little bit of yellow in that leaf coming in. It's coming in for a landing. Let's put a little orange in that leaf. I'll dab that one in a second. Ooh, that color is looking great. And this one you can't see. Put just a little. He's first. He's first. It's always the prized goal is to get to be first in that. He's the first of hundreds of leaves who are going to come to the Lady of the Leaves so she can go out and paint in peace without people seeing her. She tries to stay hidden. Maybe in this story, maybe she won't stay hidden. Maybe someone will discover her, Morton. Maybe.
You're the one writing it.
I know, we could, isn't it fun? We could make anything happen in here.
Oh, Jill's shooting off. Have a good day.
Bye, Jill. Thanks for hanging out. Just want to give this one a little bit of extra. Okay, that one's first. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to dab this one up
Hi
here.
there, hippie kayaker.
Dab this one up here. And now because I can't do a white, I just can't do white backgrounds. But she could be standing against her doorway here. So it's quite possible standing against the doorway, because she is at the coat rack or her hat rack where all those leaves are. So she could be turned and we could be looking out her door. So we could see blue background. We could see blue. Definitely. But first I'm just going to take some of this water and come right to the edge. And I just want to brush that color off. Just give it a little bit of woodsy feeling. I think the brown helps us do that. I don't want to touch that stem because it will run. I'll put a little bit of that there.
If anybody's got any questions,
yes,
start.
Please ask. That's the whole purpose.
If
That's the whole purpose of doing this live. The whole purpose of doing this live is so you can ask questions.
Erin's saying, good morning, happy Chrissy. How's the book? You sound better.
Oh, so much better. The frog is gone. I just got to remember to keep drinking my water and not dip my paint in it. Hello, Sandy. Hello, Erin. Hello, Hippie. And thanks, everybody, for being here. I'm writing and illustrating a book and publishing it on Lives. It's called Lady of the Leaves. I'll take this moment to tell you the story. I don't think I can tell the story too much. So Lady of the Leaves is a book. This story just came to me the other morning, I think 2 days ago. So I started painting, and I painted. I didn't realize she was going to live in the tree, but she does live in the tree. And every tree in the whole wide world, if it has leaves, it has the Lady of the Leaves that lives in it. So this is the story of this particular tree.
Leaves that turn colour or leaves in general?
Leaves.
Because some trees don't change colour.
Oh, that's interesting. The ones that don't change color, we'll have to create a lady in there that'll be for a different book. This book is an introduction book. So we all know the tale of Jack Frost, how he paints our winter wonderlands. And this is the story of how the leaves change colors. So I guess it needs to be a leaf that changes colors. So do you see in the bottom of there's the hints of her little house in there? So this is our story in a nutshell. And see, that's an acorn top. So you can see that. This is our story in a nutshell. And first we have to go inside the little door at the base of the tree. This door is often hidden. And I want to write this in poem form. I really do. I need another drink.
Hi there, Miss Reba.
I've been thinking of a lot of good poems, a lot of good rhymes anyway. So our girl lives in here. Lady of the Leaves lives in here. And first we find her tucked away in her bed. And she sleeps for 3 seasons every year. But don't feel bad for her, because guess what? To her, it just feels like one night, sleeping away all the other seasons but autumn. So she sleeps so long that her cup of cocoa that she takes to bed has now had a little friendly spider build a web on it. Probably drank all the cocoa. So she's sleeping. So when she wakes up, the first thing she does is goes to her tree branches that are in the hall that have all of her leaf friends on them. So you see all the leaves on there. Oh yeah, that's a good idea, Sandy. A little alarm clock, or a little clock on the wall that says fall. That's a really good idea. I'm going to paint that on right now. I love that. Let's paint that right here. Let's paint it right, because I kind of took that space up with that. Maybe we'll paint it behind. We'll paint it behind the spider web. And I'll do this part with paints. We'll have a little clock on the wall. We'll put a little pair of alarm bells at the top. Little alarm ringers up here. And we'll have to paint this part because it can't look like the wall. We'll paint that part. Find a more opaque color. And this is why I'm loving doing it live. And this is why it's getting dedicated to all of our lovely friends that watch our lives. I gotta come back here and work on that a little bit, but that has to dry. And then I'll put the hands pointing up and put the word fall here. I love that. That's good. That is good. All right. So, okay. So here, she's going to sing to her leaves to wake them up. I'm going to write like a 2-sentence song that she sings to them to wake up. Then she puts on her little boots. And we could have an apple. We could have an apple here on the shelf for her to eat an apple. Maybe sitting here on the bench. She could, my hand just started to shake weird. Let's put a little apple here. We'll put a little apple for her to have a bite of before she goes out and gets to work. Macintosh, Red Delicious, something. We have to let that dry. So once she does that, she sings to her leaves. Her leaves come down and they get onto her hat. Her hat is the acorn cap. And the leaves, they give her camouflage while she is painting the leaves. Yes, everybody's going to be a part of this book. Everybody. From liking, from encouraging me on to do this, everybody's gonna be a part of this book. So we'll put her little stem on her apple after. You see her little skirt. They're going to cling to her skirt. And she's going to be able to paint leaves in privacy. That's all she wants, is to paint her leaves. Her little leaves here that are her friends. That's her company. But I think in this story, she's going to encounter a friend who can see her because she's really good at hiding in the trees. And what happens is, have you ever looked at a tree and seen one leaf wiggling? That's her. But someone is going to spot her, I think. Oh, Morton's hashtagging FYP. Look at you, Morton. Look at him. Oh, Morton, thank you. We really want to get this out there to everybody. I know that there are people who can write and illustrate way better than I can. And I would love to help somebody fulfill a dream. And I'm doing all the teaching part, I'm doing 100% for free. Writing, illustrating, and publishing, I'm showing you how to do this totally free and on these lives. And then these lives, I'm numbering them so they're in order on our YouTube channel. So Anyone can do this. Everyone can do this. This would be a fun thing for you to do with your kids or your grandkids or your friends, or on your own, however, whatever. So this part of this page here. Hey, Maddie Lynn, how are you?
That's weird. It tells me some people are coming in and others aren't.
I hope you're doing good, Maddie Lynn. We're writing an incredible book. Fairy spots her and asks you. No, I think all of the fairies and all the trees, because looky, let's look out her door. See all those other trees out there? There's fairies in all of them. Every single fairy tree, or every single tree that changes color has a Lady of the Leaves that lives in it. So they'll get together after painting. We'll have them having their tea together, or out under the little. I want to do a pretty painting where they're all. Maybe they all bring a little potluck dinner. Apple cider, yes. You fell asleep last night watching. I love it. So the other fairies, we will see some other fairies. They'll look different than her. This is Lady of the Leaves. And I love this part. The little leaves, all the little leaves. I was telling this story to my grandson this morning. All the little leaves are going to call her Milady. Milady. But all the leaves, yeah. Like, maybe one of her friends will be little Sir Dinkums, who knows. Cider and apple cider donuts, Milady. Yes. But the leaves are, everything's a magical part of this. Everything is a magical part. And definitely you are a magical part of this.
People trying to get drunk on the job feeding our cider.
Our cider is different than the UK cider. UK cider is so different. It's alcohol. Yes, a little. I was thinking actually of like having. I have a little fairy ladder that goes into my.
Maddie Lynn sent autumn leaves. Thank you.
Oh, Maddie Lynn, thank you. Thank you. Look at that's beautiful. Oh, look at them falling. Can you see that?
Yep, they're amazing. Thank you.
so beautiful. Oh my gosh! And thunder's rolling. And a forever Rosa.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Maddie Lynn. Hey, Maddie Lynn, we're going to be October 8th. We're going to Asheville, North Carolina for the night. And then the next morning at 10 a.m. we're going on the Biltmore tour. I don't know how close you are to Asheville. If you wanted to, say howdy, and I'd love to meet you. Just let us know. I got to do a TikTok about it. I almost booked the room last night. I was too sleepy to book it. So what I'm doing here is trying to clear the pigment out of my brush. I'm going in here. I'll just dip in this water and keep doing that because I want to.
Jenny Ray is in Asheville.
Oh, well, I'll do a TikTok as soon as we get the room booked, and anybody who wants to, come hang out. Maybe we go to dinner somewhere. I don't know. We're gonna go on the 10 a.m. tour on the 9th. It's Monday at the Biltmore House.
Matty Lynn says Asheville's about 200 miles.
Oh,
that's pretty far.
Yep, it's pretty far. We'll get together one of these days. You come visit us up at the church.
Apparently the McDonald's there is so fancy, says Wanda.
Is it? That's cool. Fancy McDonald's. Okay, so this, I'm going to pretend that as she's doing this, she's now turned so we can see out the door. So what I like to do with illustrations is, Maddie Lynn, definitely. Anytime we're home and anybody wants to come visit us, give us a heads up. Make sure that we're there. Anyway, when I'm illustrating a book, I like to have a lot of different angles happening. I don't just like to show her from the front or just show her from the back. I like to profile, all this stuff. You're gonna be able to buy this online. You're gonna be able to buy it. I would recommend everybody buys it as a hard copy, whether you choose soft cover, hard cover, and waiters and waitresses, silver to eat with at McDonald's. We gotta go, Wanda. Dang, now you just sold me on that. But I'm gonna have her turn so her back is facing the door and her door is open, so we'll be able to see the blue sky behind her. This is going to be a wonderful book. And you know what? How many times, honey, do I buy children's books to read? Mm-hmm. All the time. I love them. I always say, why should kids get to have all the fun? And it's
Jenny
true.
Used to be a line cook at McDonald's at Asheville.
That's so cool. That is so cool. So this is all dry enough now that I'm gonna start right here on the edge with my blue.
Naomi's in Mama Portugal. I wonder if she makes the Portuguese donuts.
Oh, you're in Portugal. And Tess.
Mama Portugal.
Tess, thank you for following. So here now, we're gonna just get our sky out. Don't want to have a line.
Did you see what Sandy says about putting musical notes? Show her singing to them.
Oh, that's a great idea. That's genius. This is going to be the best book that I've ever written because lots of people have helped. That's the beautiful part of it.
Morning, Angelia.
That is the beautiful part. Good morning, Angelia. How are you? It is Friday. I was going to go solder the window today. Not happening. I'm going to grab a little marker right now and do the musical notes. Because I don't want to forget. I hadn't felt bad. I just lost my voice. I mean, I lost it hard. I guess it was Tuesday or Wednesday?
Fridays.
Thank you, Angelia, for the TGIF Fridays. Okay, so this little stick right here, I had thought she's maybe conducting, maybe they're singing the song with her as they're jumping on her hat. But let's put some little...
Sandy started painting thanks to you.
Hooray! Let's put some little musical notes here.
Erin had a weird issue with the voice too.
I'm going to make this happen like this.
Kimberly's saying when all the ladies meet, have them sitting under an acorn made like a gazebo.
Yes.
It's turning out beautiful.
The little ladies, when they all get together, when all the leaves get together. So I'm going to come back in here and do more when I have two hands to work with. But now I won't forget to have her singing notes going up there, so the leaves will join her. I want when you read this book, I want you to feel a hug. A hug from Autumn.
Leaf maker.
Yes, her hat is definitely a pivotal part of the story. And you see here how it's in that painting, in that painting, in that painting, in that painting. It's not here by her bed because she sleeps somewhere else. But there's her hat there too. And maybe, that's Jack Frost.
Erin says she already does Mrs. Lady Wall.
Oh, and it's right there too. Her hat's there. So, yeah, that her little cap is definitely an integral part of the story. I'm loving it.
Yeah,
okay.
Pillow
Oh, thank you. Her pillow. Let's see. Oh, her pillow is like little star dreams. Little star dreams on her pillow. I want a pillow like that now. Okay, I'm going to get back to the sky. I'm going to come in here and grab some water and put it up here. Do you see that lightning, honey?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I just want a little hint of blue. Just dip in this here. Oh my gosh. Did you see that lightning?
I saw a flash.
Oh my gosh, it was intense. Oh, did you hear did you hear that thunder? It was a year ago today when our car got flooded here by the big hurricane. Honey, we gotta quit coming to Florida in September. Our daughter travels a lot. The storm is something else. We'll make this sky. See now, our girl is just waking up. She's been sleeping for 3 seasons. And she's just woken up to glorious fall. The nights are getting cool. I'm going to put some more blue in here, though. And I want to kind of do just little rounds. So we're feeling like little clouds. See how that's just... if you just paint kind of like you're making little circles, like you're stirring your coffee. There you go. Clouds in your coffee. Stirring your coffee. We'll make little clouds on here.
Well, that'll be fun. Erin's going to Puerto Rico last weekend.
Oh, that will be very fun. Very fun. I am ready to be home. I'm really ready to be home. I miss the church. I miss our son.
Thanks, Sheila.
I've had so much fun. That's why you're doing it. I think a big part of Morton and me too right now is allergies down here. Because it's, it's tropical. Things are still blooming.
That'll be fun. They said I need this trip like your first solo trip.
Oh, that'll be so great. You're going to have an amazing time. So I'm just catching a little bit of my blue. Just stirring this around. Just stirring this around. And so far with this writing, illustrating, and publishing that I've been doing, so far every single live that I've done has yielded one painting. It's just been working out great like that. So if you want to see how I did this or that, or, when something happened here, you can go back and watch the YouTube videos. You'll get an in-depth story of, I don't want to touch her leaf, but I like to make these little circles. They just feel like little fluffy clouds. I want to motivate everybody to follow your dream. Hey, and guess what? Everybody's dream looks so different. And I try to do like so many different things. And this isn't a TikTok thing. This is how I've been my whole life. I just love trying new things. I love it. You might love it too. Some people are creatures of habits, and they enjoy, we have friends that they vacation every year at the same place. Every year. They don't go anywhere different. And guess what? They are so happy doing that. And then we have friends that they make Morton and I look like we don't even travel at all, because they go everywhere all the time. Everybody's different. And that's the beautiful part of this world, It would be so boring if we were all the same. I think this page might be done, honey. I think it might be done. Oh, my favorite part of traveling is meeting the people. I'm really, really good. It's not a bad trait. It's a really good trait at talking to strangers. I love to. You learn so much. What color are you? You're purpley blue. Where can I put you? I want to put just a little dot of that in there. Just a little dot, and just a little dot over there.
Jenny says she used to be a nomad before getting pregnant in 2019.
I like
now
that.
She stays home most of the time.
I like that. We just needed a little touch of storm in that
Purple's
sky.
our favourite colour too, isn't it?
Yes, I love the purple.
Yeah, travelling's fun.
I love to travel. I'm just going to put in a little bit of that.
We like to learn the basics, 1 to 10, please and thank you.
Yes. I like to apologize. I like to learn how to say I'm sorry in whatever language we're going to, because that way you can say, I'm sorry, I don't speak, and then say their language. If you can learn that, like, everyone really appreciates that. And I try to speak their language. I love other languages. I'm saying she's done, honey. She's done for now. Okay. Her face. I had put this orange stripe here, but I actually kind of like that. Kind of like that. I'm going to paint here. I'm going to paint a little bit warmer tone to her.
Gus reckons it looks like a lovely windy autumn day.
Yes, that's what I'm going for. I'm going to go here with a little bit warmer on her skin, and then I'll touch this. And I'll purposely leave some parts that are lighter. And then I'll tap that. That storm is something else. I like that. I love that, actually. I'm going to going to come back in here to our dark brown. I'm going to just clean this. That little edge there. And I'm going to make sure I have some more bump feels there. Because this is a bumpy little hat. Yeah, I think it just looks different. I love that. I'm not changing that at all. She needs, once her hair has dried, she needs me to put the chunks in her hair. I might be able to do it with the brown right now. Because I have the little, yep. Make some little chunk feels in her hair. Oh, it just rattled. That storm just rattled the window here. Just putting some little chunk feels in her hair.
Yeah, it's crazy. Thunder and lightning and
I don't want to go too many of these. I'll use that darker brown. Do you hear that? That is insane. Like thunder and lightning, the way you love me is frightening. You better knock on wood. Remember that song, honey? Knock on wood. I wish I could sing.
Oh, you've got Queen.
What, honey?
Thunderbolt and lightning are very, very frightening.
Hey, Galileo. Sing, honey.
Yeah, okay.
Galileo.
Okay.
Galileo Figaro. Oh, oh, oh. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. Just a poor boy from a poor family. I love Freddie.
What?
I love Freddie.
Mm.
My son and I always say if we could go to one fantasy concert, it would be to see Freddie Mercury. That would be amazing. I know a couple people who got to see Queen. How lucky is that? Good morning, sunshine. Want to see where we are?
I'm getting my breakfast.
Kibble and milk.
Okay. I just finished a new painting. Maggie's having her breakfast. This one's done. This one is done. 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 Yeah, Freddie he was something else. Okay. So this painting is now going to have to come after this. I'd have this as our third painting. So this, and sorry, I just hiccuped and tried to swallow a hiccup. It was not good. So a lot of times when I write a book that's going to be an illustrated book, I'll kind of map it out like you would map out a cartoon, just sketching. And this book, I'm doing it really different, painting big 7x10 sheets. And so the story is, Lady of the Leaves is, we all know Jack Frost, but have you ever wondered who changes the leaves? This is the story in a nutshell. Oh, and first we're going to go into her house. So at the bottom of the tree, you'll find a tiny little door. If you open the door and look inside, you're going to see where Lady of the Leaves lives. She's currently sleeping, and she sleeps for 3 seasons out of the year. The only season she's awake for is autumn. And I think on here, on this clock, once it's dry, I will, actually it might be dry enough to do that now. I think I'm going to put autumn on there and make that look like an alarm clock hanging there. I'll set this up here to do that with. So once she wakes up, she goes to her hat branches where all the leaves are. She sings a song to the leaves, and the leaves come down, and the leaves decorate her hat for her. They keep her company. They give her companionship and camouflage as she's out painting on her tree, because she doesn't want to be spotted. She never wants to be spotted. So, and she has an apple there to eat that we got to put a stem on there. And once she's dressed and ready, she wiggles her ears, and out the door she flies up into her tree to start painting the branches with her magic stick. Maggie, do you like this little fellow?
Mm-hmm.
He's just landed on her. He's first. Look, he's smug. He's happy, but he's smug. I'm first on. First on. We'll have to give him a special prize for being first on. Maybe that'll be part of the story. Well, we don't know yet. So someone had suggested, and how great was that she has an apple there to eat her apple. Good thing she doesn't live in an apple tree, or she would be a cannibal. But she just lives there. She's not the tree. And then someone else suggested an alarm clock. I'm putting it on the wall because there was no room on her side table to say autumn and have it pointing up. And even though she does sleep for 3 months, to her it feels like one perfect night's sleep. You know that perfect night's sleep where you wake up and you feel like, oh, that was wonderful. That's how I feel when I sleep on the big fig, Maggie. Somebody was asking me what I miss about being at the church, and we both said at the same time, big fig. I do miss big fig. So this one, I think that's dry enough now to put his name would be Sir Trinkle. Sir Trinkle. Well, I talked about putting Sir Dinghams in this story, but I'm not going to. Sir Dinghams needs his own book. When we go home, I'm planning Sir Dinghams' babies. You know that they all have turned into little Sir Dinghams, every one of them. I'm going to grow potatoes over winter, so I think I will write Sir Dinghams' story when I get home. So here on this, let's go in here on this, and fall will fit better. Let's put fall. I want it to be able to be seen well. F-A. And I love the word fall, and I love the word autumn. What rhymes with autumn? Got 'em? What else? Let's think of some rhyming words with
Tottenham.
Tottenham. Tottenham football. Autumn. Bottom. Yes. Bottom. Good, Jenny. Autumn got bottom.
Sodom.
That's a bad word.
No. Like you sought.
Sought.
Yeah.
Sought them. Yes. Thought 'em. Fought 'em.
Caught 'em. Taught 'em.
Caught 'em. All the words with the E-M. Fall. We could have some fun with that. I like her little fall clock. Her little fall alarm clock. I think I'm gonna put a little smiley face on it. Because I want everything about this to be happy. Everything about this story to be happy and whimsical. We're gonna turn these into her little alarm clock bells. There's the little that holds it up. And our spider web is still visible.
Maybe they should come together there and have Friendsgiving.
Oh, maybe they should have Friendsgiving, because we do Friendsgiving. That's a good idea. Copper bottom in autumn. Oh, I like that. They got out the pot with the big copper bottom. They cooked and they cooked after all it was autumn. There's a little rhyming.
You got your kibble with you.
Kibble and yogurt and fruit and pecans and walnuts.
Oh, guess what happened? Frisket came out. Your dad fed Simba. Frisket came out and ate all of Simba's food. He wasn't eating it. Frisket went over and ate the whole bowl of food. Like, I will have that. Isn't that not eight? So there's our little fall clock on the wall. The clock on the wall says it's time for fall. Get up, y'all. That's not going to be it, but I do want to rhyme. I want to rhyme. This feels like it's a little rhyming story. Okay, let's go with this little apple. Needs this little stem. And I'm gonna have to do some
She was probably going out teaching.
as all the leaves fall. Yes, so many good rhyming words. It's just too many good rhyming words to pass it up. Let's put a leaf on this apple. A leaf on the apple. Okay. I think we're gonna stop right there. Oh my goodness, it's noon. And I told Martin I didn't want breakfast, so now I can have lunch. This has been so much fun. I hope everybody has enjoyed this one. I'm going to be back live again, and probably as soon as I eat my food, because I have so many more to do. I was aiming for about 24 pages, but hey, this story is gonna take however many pages it takes. And I think I'm gonna do, when you open the book, I think I'm gonna do picture on this side, words on this side, right? So as you're reading, if you're reading the story to someone, they can be taking in all the pictures, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had some of the books that I've written here to kind of show. Like, I know that Alexander has an Alexander's Twiddle book. And Maggie, I've changed the order of these now. She's not coming in till way later. Would you take that one off for Grandma, please? Thank you, my love. Need a little help. I'm going to show you my order, and you tell me what you think. Does it make more sense? This has been fun ordering it like this. Let's put this like this. So we open our book. Open our book. Oh, no, that one's just one from...
Yeah, a figure
Yeah.
because it was signed.
Yeah. So we open our book and see in here we have her hat. We have her house. Lady of the Leaves. We open the book and then words over here. Well, the first page will be the, title page and with all the copyright stuff. So we all know the story of Jack Frost and how he paints the winter. But have you ever wondered how the autumn leaves get their beautiful colors? Here's our story in a nutshell. So the words will be over here. First, let's enter at the base of the tree, and every tree that has leaves that change colors has Lady of the Leaves lives in it. Mm-hmm. Every one. So we'll go in, and it looks like no one's home, but our little fairy is just sleeping. She sleeps 3 months of the year. She wakes up in the autumn. And she slept so long that a little spider has drank the rest of her hot cocoa. So she goes to her hall, chooses an apple, goes to the hall, puts on her cap, and sings her song to the leaves that get them to come to dress her. I want to do that better. I was trying to do it with one hand. It didn't work, but I want to have musical notes floating up there. That was a great idea. As Jack Frost wakes up, I'm just going to put him in as a reference, just so you immediately know this is a fairy tale. You will. I like that idea, but Jack Frost, he might make an appearance at the very end as she's going to sleep. He might like be touching the tree. Maybe as she goes to sleep. We'll see what happens. But so she does that. She puts on her little boots, and the leaves all rush to be who will be the very first one this year. And we might give him a name. We might give him a name like so and so made it to the first position. He might be happy about that. We might give him a name. And look, he looks smug.
Mhm.
His first one on. And then when she's dressed, she goes outside. Do they make more sense in that order, do you think? Because I had this as picture 3 before.
Yeah.
So I think building to this.
Yeah.
Erica
It's
says
better.
Larry, Erin says Mr. Leafy.
Mr. Leafy. Little
Sandy says you could make another
Sardinko.
book about Jack Frost with it.
Definitely could do. Absolutely. We don't know a lot about Jack Frost. There was a movie, I think. I've never watched it. Endless possibilities. Endless possibilities here. I love it. So then she's ready to go painting. So I think our next painting should be her flying up to the tree that's green,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Her that's flying up to the leaf that's green. And I was going to have her get a new stick every season. I'm not going to do that. That stick's awesome. That's the only stick she needs to paint with. Sir Leaf-a-Lot. Yeah. And her stick is with her here too. So, yeah. Going up. The leaves fly her up. The leaves flutter and fly. They go, yeah, we'll figure that out. The next one is going to be the tree that's green that she's going up on. And she goes in deep, deep, deep so no one will see her. Because that's going to be a part of this story too, Maggie, that she has to hide from everyone. So she goes up and she goes deep within the tree to start changing the colors there, to start painting the colors there. The leaves just magically make her fly. They don't have to flap like a wing. She just goes up like a little wisp of the wind. She's so little. Look at her. And she's what you see on a tree. When you look at a tree and you see one leaf wiggling, that's the lady of the leaves trying to figure out where to start painting. I have a, oh my gosh. That's been doing it all morning. I did this to repair the window. But I can't repair the window today.
I haven't seen it, so.
There's 2 cracks in it. So, yeah, she would make a cute stuffed fairy. That is thunder. And their lightning was flashing so strong, I'm sure, if you watch the playback. The playback on this is going to be on our YouTube. We're going to, could be hey, Lady of the Leaves. Lady of the Leaves, yeah. The Elf on the Shelf I like, but it's kind of also creepy and scary a little bit.
You think?
A little bit. Do you like it?
I used to love having
I
one.
know. Your elf went way back to the North Pole. She stayed there now. All right, we're going to sign off. I'll be on later. Thanks for watching. This was part 8, and it's going to be up on our YouTube channel. Honey, say bye-bye.
True.
And Maggie, you can say bye-bye too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. We'll see everybody later. I will be on later. We'll be painting more of this story together. Thanks for being here. Everybody, thank you for all the likes and all the gifts and all the great ideas and feedback. You're amazing. Bye-bye.